Hello and welcome back to Minecraft TerraFirmaCraft episode 24, I think. Just getting back onto this. I'm just gonna stop collecting fruit because it's starting to become annoying. Betting people aren't very interested in collecting fruit. Just as people are not interested in doing forestry bees, which I actually quite enjoy, and so does Direwolf apparently. But apparently people get bored when you do that. I will be doing that this year, or this season, next season, whatever season my first Forgecraft thing is going to be. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I had 21 crashes just trying to set up the Forgecraft thing, and I finally just took Direwolf's Feed the Beast pack because I could not for the life of me get it to work. I mean, I have installed these mods hundreds of times before, and then suddenly this time it crashed every time. And it wasn't because I had the latest Forge. I had the latest of all the mods. I was actually on the correct Minecraft version. And it was just crashing and crashing and crashing. It was ridiculous. That probably would not have cut the entire tree down. But yeah, it was ridiculous. I mean, mind-blowingly insane that this crashed so many times. And it wasn't like it was just a whole bunch of mods added onto that. No, I just had Industrial Craft, Buildcraft, Red Power 2, Equivalent Exchange. It was updated. Yeah, I just had the basic Forge mods, and they were crashing. And there was no ID conflicts, it was just crashing. And the log itself did not give me any information. It just said Java null escape or something. And I don't know what was wrong with that, but it was not working. And then I put in Direwolf's Feed the Beast pack, and suddenly all the mods that were not working for me are finally working. So I don't know what happened, but those mods all became unfriendly towards each other. Yeah, but other than that, I've pretty much just been doing whatever I needed on that. And I finally got it all to work. I had to actually remove a few mods from his mod pack because I just do not like them. Gravity Gun and Portal Gun are just two mods I do not feel comfortable using. And it's not that I don't like them, it's just they're not good for the setting I'm trying to go for. So, yeah. And that issue came up a while ago, so I just tried to deal with it as quick as possible. But yeah, I spent a good maybe 6 hours working on that, even going into the code itself trying to fix it. And I could just not find anything that was having problems. And I know I also had Mistcraft in it, but that wasn't really much of a problem since it's become a non-jar file. It can go directly into the mods folder, and it shouldn't have had problems. I made sure that there was no missing secondary requirements, and it all should have worked. I mean, as I've said, I've done this over 100 times because I've played on multiplayer servers and everything with these types of mods, and I had to know what to do. I've been doing this since I think 1.2.6 or something. It might have been 1.2.2 beta. So yeah, I'm pretty well versed with this, and I shouldn't have had any problems. I know ThermaCraft is now one of my favorite mods just because of what it. Actually, when I first saw ThermaCraft, I thought it would have sucked. It was probably going to be the worst mod ever. And it really surprised me after I started playing it, ThermaCraft 2. And ThermaCraft 3 is really very fun. I haven't got to play as much because as I've been doing this, and I've actually been having to deal with a lot of problems around here, like actually at my house, issues. But other than that, it's been pretty peaceful. Except for today, which I don't know what their problem was. Nothing like hearing people scream at the top of their lungs about something. I don't know if this still degrades, and I just hit that with my axe. I was not supposed to. I don't even know what these are. Yeah, I can't even remember what these are. I'm pretty sure my garlic isn't done, or anything here that's done. I have no clue what half this stuff is, actually. I mean, to say the least, I have no clue what that stuff is. But I do know that most of this is complete. I'm just gonna let it grow for a while because I like to harvest before winter. I forgot you could do that now. And there. There, and boom. 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 And that should, and I quote, should finish off my flooring. Let's see. Nope. Woohoo, finally. White elm. Set it on fire. And throw a piece of cassiterite in there. Why am I going over there? I'll need to go in there soon enough, but not right now. But yeah, most of my work is done for the year. Doesn't really say much since it's the 27th. Man, already out. Hence I said should. Ridiculous amount of wood you're gonna need for building this stuff. Good news is I won't starve throughout the year. I'm pretty sure this actually could last me of those 3 months because I haven't even broken into any of my food from inside the little hut. And I have a lot of it. So, yeah. I also wanted to make a quern, I just can't remember if I got the stone to get it. Did I? I see sand. Right here. I need more dacite, but I never got that. I forgot to do that. But I can make a quern base at least. Quern base is just like this. This is for making bread. I usually like to keep this outside. I'm gonna need... Ooh. Another 10 stacks before I'm actually able to complete the flooring. I'm gonna need something else. Pickaxe. Head. I'm pretty sure it's still in the anvil, actually. Which wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna need that eventually. I probably should make another fire pit near this place until I get a better use. And yeah, see that's there. Very hot liquid. It's almost actually ready. I'm gonna need to take that out. And hopefully I'll be able to do this correctly. And I doubt that little glitch where you could throw this down and shift click anything into it to make doubles is still there, but I'm going to try it anyway just for the fun of it. Oh, it was worth a try. Just make sure that they've actually fixed that. And yes, it's technically cheating, but I'm not actually going to be keeping the ingot. It's to prove that it's actually been fixed. And apparently they fixed that bug where you can break the sapling and get a extra tree out of it. Ooh, another chestnut's been done. Upset, hit. Drop and punch. Bend. Draw. Up. Bend. Draw. That's not going to do enough. Draw. Bend. Too much. Draw. Bend. Draw. Upset. Punch. Draw. Bend. Thought so. Upset. Bend. Draw. Bend. Too much. Bend. Draw. Bend. Draw. Bend. I'm terrible at this. Let's see. Draw, bend, punch. There, I finally saw it. I am terrible at that. Isn't it obvious? I am absolutely terrible at that, but now I have a pickaxe. Finally. One of the actual things I really needed. Finally. But yeah, now that I have that, I can actually deal with some stuff. And ooh, yeah. Finally. That aspen has finally grown. After 10 years of waiting. We're finally able to do something. I need an axe. I don't know what happened to my other axe. I'm pretty sure it's right there. Let's go chop some chestnut. Chestnut's a good wood. Chestnut's also good for flooring, but not perfect for it. There we go. One of the reasons I like chestnut is because it's pretty good for actually gathering, and I might just make a small farm for chestnut. It takes a little while to grow though, and that's kind of disappointing. Yeah, and sometimes you get these small trees. Not a terrible loss since they still drop the amount of saplings you need to regrow them. Actually surprised that didn't give a single sapling. Well, not a terrible loss, especially since I got 3 from the first one. That should keep it well populated for now, at least. Aspen, I need to at least gather some of its saplings. How much white elm do I have? Not enough. Do have a lot of chestnut though. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, chestnut's quite nice. I'm probably gonna make it here actually. Literally just one level away from that stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might just make the walls aspen. You can see how this nice bit of woodlands area, or how well it grows in such a confined area. If you want to go for dense forest, you'd go willow, but if you want to have a space-efficient forest, you want aspen or similar tree. But yeah, other than that, it's okay. Takes a while to chop though, especially since it's a hardwood. And yeah, I'm probably gonna do some ForgeCraft Let's Play in after this episode. I was hoping to get actually more, but I'm kind of running out of time. Usually wouldn't be much of a problem, but I don't know when I'll be able to record again. And I'm gonna try to get some extra TerraFirmaCraft going, because I actually do like TerraFirmaCraft. It's probably one of the best mods I know of. Surprisingly, it has very little bugs in it. I've only come across a few, and namely, those ones have actually been fixed, for the most part. This tree will not grow, apparently, because it's confined with this stuff. I was hoping I didn't have to do this, but yeah, I'm gonna have to. Overall, that's not too terrible having to clear that area. It's pretty easy. This aspen's good for what I need it for, which is mostly for building. Aspen's pretty terrible burning material, and it's not in such a large quantity that you can actually make fire pits out of. But I mean, you could. It's pretty efficient, but as you see, a lot of these trees are usually pretty small, and you need 16 of these logs to actually make a single stack. If you're wanting to really make a fire pit, it's best to go willow. Willow grows fast, and it grows in large quantities. Unless you're going for really large quantities of material, in which case you probably want to go for what's it called? Douglas fir. Douglas fir grows in very large, tall quantities, but they take a little bit of time to make, and it's more compact. Other than that, it's probably better to go for willow, just because it's pretty cheap to make. I just messed that one up, but who cares? I'm not terribly in. Yeah, I have pretty much everything to replace all these trees, at least for the most part. Trying to be as efficient as possible. And oh. I was hungry. As you can see, peaches are very good for eating, only because they're in such large quantities. It's mostly with any fruit, really, but peaches in specific are pretty common. Cherries are actually probably the best, only because they grow in very, very large quantities. Like this 8-day season, they could probably produce maybe 12 to 30 stacks, depending on how big your orchard is. And I mean, like 12 stacks would probably be about like 3 plants. Especially now, since this stuff regrows without having to break it. It would probably even produce more. I think this is the last day. Nope, one more day. Trying to gather as much food as possible. That way I don't have to deal with it come winter or anything like that. Especially since it takes actually it takes a lot longer to produce more fruit after or during the winter and afterwards, because it's I think it's about 6 months before any fruit trees start producing anything afterwards. And I don't know how bad it affects that. Thought so. Actually, that's not too bad. That would probably fill me up. Yeah. Until I get a higher level, then it'll take a little bit longer. Do I have any birch? No, I still need birch. This tree I'm cutting down just for the fun of it, because it's a pretty nice big tree. And if I can get trees like this growing around my house, I would be happy. Because now I have a lot of wood. But that did a number on my axe. Still a little bit faster and cheaper, because it's all bunched up into one tree. I'm gonna need another couple of axes, which you could create more than one axe at a time. Oh. Might as well make a shovel now, because I hate when it misclicks, because it doesn't always show you correctly where it's clicking. Can't really complain much. And doot. September, October. So yeah, there's at least 2 more months before, 2 more in-game months before winter. And then I think grass stops growing during that time. And I actually think the days go by faster. Yeah, the days go by faster in winter in game, which I find is quite a nice feature. I'll get rid of them and them. Producing a lot of wood here. It'll take some time. Probably by the end of this, by the time the next world download is going to be up, I'm going to have that tree, or not that tree, but the house. Well, also, I tried to do, it's the end of the recording session, but still, I actually tried to do recording to an external hard drive I have, and it was actually giving me problems where it just wasn't, well, it was recording, it was just stuttering, and that doesn't usually happen in my videos, so I'm just keeping to where it is now. And other than that, yeah, have a good day, end of episode, and I'll have this area built by the next world download, hopefully. I was hoping for the last time, but as you see, this takes a while. And yeah, have a good day.